loves, what's up and welcome back. So for my first video of 2018, I thought I would do a roundup of my favorite beauty products from 2017. I tried out so many beauty items the past year and I discovered a ton of new favorite products, which I thought I would gather up and share in today's video. Now I do hope everyone had an amazing start to the new year. I hope that you wrote down your goals and resolutions, that you're working on them. I did, and one of my New Year's resolutions is definitely to make better videos and more videos. I want to upload twice a week on Wednesdays and Sundays and try to stick to that because I haven't been very good at that. And I just want to amp up my quality as well. So yeah, you can definitely be expecting a lot of videos this year and hopefully better than what I did in 2017. But yeah, since I have a ton of products to share with you guys, let's just go ahead and get right on into these products because it's a lot. So grab a drink, grab some cookies because I have a lot of products to go through. Alright, so I wrote down my huge list and I want to go by order of how I apply my makeup. So starting off with primers. The first primer I want to talk about is the Too Faced HangoverX Replenishing Face Primer. I think I discovered this at the beginning of this year or even last year, but this has been my favorite primer. If you have really dry skin, this primer will definitely be your best friend. This primer is so moisturizing, it definitely adds a lot of hydration to your skin, and it also prolongs the wear of your foundation, which is amazing, and that is why I have been loving this primer in 2017. It is amazing if you have dry skin. I don't know if I would recommend it for people with oily skin, but if you have really dry skin, definitely check this out. This year I have definitely focused more on my bases. So there is another primer I want to talk about, and this is the Farsali Unicorn Essence Skin Enhancing Antioxidant Serum. So this is basically a pink serum that you can use as a makeup base. If you watch a lot of Instagram tutorials, you probably have seen this baby already. But this is not a gimmick. I absolutely think this is amazing and definitely worth the money. It is more on the pricey side, but again, it adds so much hydration and it really provides a nice tacky base for your foundation to stick to, which is why I really love this one. I also love that it's pink and that it looks as if a unicorn is crying. But yeah, this is definitely a great primer. Again, if you have dry skin, but I do think if you have combination to oily skin that you can benefit from this one as well. Moving on to foundation, I have 3 foundations I want to talk about today. So let's start off with The Ordinary. This is the Ordinary Coverage Foundation and I'm in the shade 1.2 YG, which is light with yellow undertones. This foundation is amazing. I tried their serum foundation as well, but I preferred this one because the lasting power is better and the coverage is amazing as well. I only need 1 pump and it covers my entire face. It doesn't look cakey or overly heavy on the skin. It just looks beautiful. It lasts all day long and it covers everything, like literally everything. You can also build it up if you want more coverage, but if you only use 1 pump, I would say it has medium coverage, which is what I prefer personally. But yeah, if you have acne prone skin, I would definitely recommend it. It is also really inexpensive. I think this was like €4. So yeah, this is definitely one of my favorite foundations for 2017. Now when it comes to a more lighter coverage, I don't think this will be any surprise, but my IT Cosmetics CC Plus cream is still one of my favorites. So I am in the shade light again, but this stuff is amazing. For a CC cream, it does have pretty good coverage. It's not the best coverage ever, it still is a CC cream, but this looks so beautiful on my skin, like so freaking beautiful. And I love the fact that it has SPF 50. You really need to protect your skin from the sun, and this is amazing for that. Like, this is the best BB cream you can ever buy in your life. I love this. And then my last favorite foundation for 2017 is the Tarte Clay Stick Foundation, and this is in the shade Light Medium Neutral. So I bought this at Sephora back in Toronto and I am almost completely out of it. I did a dedicated review, but this stuff is amazing if you prefer a more natural coverage. This doesn't look cakey. It looks very natural on the skin, but it doesn't cover all your blemishes. It is the one I'm wearing right now, and in real life I can still see this blemish a little bit coming through, but at least it doesn't look cakey or heavy on the skin. It doesn't feel heavy whatsoever. It's like I'm wearing nothing on my skin. So yeah, this has definitely been the foundation that I have been wearing most throughout 2017. Moving on to concealer, I have 2 that I want to talk about. The first one is more of a corrector, and this is the Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector. So I have been hearing a lot of people talk about this and I decided to give it a try. This had been on my wish list for so long, and when Sephora did the VIB sale, when it was 20% off, I think. I decided to purchase it, and this stuff is amazing. I apply this before I apply my foundation, just a little bit on my dark circles. And although this looks quite scary because it is thick, it has a shiny finish, and it has a peachy undertone, it does look amazing and it works wonders on my under eyes. It really brightens it really corrects the dark circles, and it is easy to blend. It is a little bit tacky, so you definitely want to apply something over it, but this is an amazing corrector. If you have really dark circles, definitely check this out. Alright, now my favorite concealer, again this will come as no surprise, is the Colourpop No Filter Concealer. I have been using this concealer in almost all of my tutorials because I just love it. This is my second tube. It doesn't come with a lot of product. It's not on here, but there's not a lot of product in here, which is why this is my second tube. And you do have to keep in mind that it oxidizes. So I ordered a shade down from what I usually do. So this is Fair Neutral number 10, which looks quite light, but since it does oxidize, this is the perfect shade for my skin tone. This stuff has the best coverage ever, and it doesn't look cakey whatsoever. Again, this is the concealer I'm wearing right now, and this stuff is amazing. I highly recommend this, and it is also really affordable. Again, I think this is like $6 or $7, which, come on. This is amazing. So cheap and so good. Moving on to setting powders, I have again two that I want to talk about. So the first one is the Kat Von D Lock It Brightening Powder in the shade Petal. I use this one to set my under eyes and also the center of my face to balance everything out. And this is such a good powder. It doesn't look heavy underneath my eyes. It sets it beautifully. It brightens my under eyes. And it is also really finely milled, which is what I love. The only thing I don't like is how small the packaging is, and also how messy it is. Like, I'm afraid to open this. I don't know if you can tell, but it is really messy. So that is the only thing I don't really like about this packaging, but the powder itself is definitely worth it. So yeah. And then to set the rest of my face, I have been loving my Too Faced Born This Way Ethereal Setting Powder. This stuff is amazing. Every time I use this, my skin looks flawless. Like, this is amazing. First of all, the packaging looks so pretty, and then what I love about this packaging is that the sifter also comes with a protection. So this is how you open it, and then this is the sifter. So again, this powder is super finely milled. I use this to set all over my face and also to bake with, and it works amazing. Like this, it is expensive, like it's Too Faced. It's not the cheapest powder ever, but it is so worth it. Like, you just have to try it out for yourself because it is freaking amazing. Like, you have to try this out. Then again, for bronzer, I have two favorites. So the first one is my Nudestix Nudies All Over Face Color in the shade Bondi Bay. Now, I am almost completely out of this, but this is what it looks like. So this is basically a stick cream bronzer. So on the other side, you get a little brush to blend it out, but I don't want to use this. And then this is the actual product, so I'll swatch it right here. So this is not really a contour shade, it is more of a bronzing shade, but this blends out like a dream. I use this every single day in my makeup routine now. It is so easy to apply and blend out. It makes your skin look so sun-kissed and bronzed. It is freaking amazing, and the color is so perfect for my skin tone. If you have light to fair skin tone, this would look amazing on you. So yeah, I didn't really used to like cream bronzers, but this stuff changed my mind. It is heavenly. And then for powder bronzer, I have been obsessed with my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I'm in the shade Bronzer, which is the darkest one out of the two. But yeah, I love everything about this bronzer. I love the packaging, I love how it smells, and I love the color as well. It is also super finely milled, super buttery, and this shade is just perfect for me. You probably won't even be able to tell, but for my skin tone, this shade is absolutely perfect. But yeah, again, if you have light to fair skin tones, definitely check out the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzers. They blend out like a dream. Alright, then moving on to blush. My favorite one in 2017 has been the Butter Blush, again by Physicians Formula. But right before filming this video, I smashed it on the floor and it is broken. Like, this is so sad, but this is in the shade Plum Rose. And I'm not kidding when I say this is my favorite blush. I am wearing it right now, but it is broken. I will try to swatch it for you guys, but like, this thing is done. Again, you probably won't be able to tell, but yeah, this blush is beautiful, and I will definitely have to repurchase it because it is just cracking everywhere. Alright, and then it's time for my favorite part, which is highlighter. So I had a hard time narrowing it down, but I was able to pick out two of my favorite highlighters this year, and picking these two was definitely the hardest part out of this entire video because there are so many highlights that I like. But yeah, one of my favorites is definitely the Colourpop highlighter in the shade Here Kitty Kitty. I have used and abused this ever since I got it. This shade is absolutely stunning. I don't know if you'll be able to tell, but it just looks wet on your skin and I really love this. The formula is amazing. The shade looks so good on my skin tone. This stuff is just absolutely amazing and Colourpop definitely killed it with this. And then my second favorite highlighter this year is the Jouer powder highlighter in the shade Citrine. Again, I use this almost in every single one of my tutorials. This is what it looks like on the inside. This is really fragile, so you definitely don't want to travel with this or anything. But yeah, this is what it looks like right here. It is a little bit more intense than the Colourpop one, and it definitely has a little bit more of a golden undertone. But these two highlighters are amazing. They're so good. Alright, then moving on to brows. The first thing I want to mention is my Colourpop brow color in the shade Taupe. This definitely deserves a spot in my 2017 favorites. Again, this is my second jar I went through. It is what I use today for my eyebrows, and this stuff is the best thing ever. If you like brow pomades, definitely check this out. Again, it's like $6 or something like that, and it is the easiest thing to fill in your brows with. It is amazing. Like, I have been using this for I think almost 2 years now, and it is still my favorite thing to fill in my eyebrows. Like, I have no eyebrows. If I don't fill them in, they're like invisible, but this stuff, it makes them visible. I love this. To set my eyebrows in place, I have two gels that I really like. The first one is the Essence Make Me Brow Eyebrow Gel Mascara. Now, I run out of my shade, which is Soft Brownie Brows, but this is Blondie Brows, so this is a little bit too light. But again, if you watched any of my tutorials, you know how much I love this. This is a really cheap dupe for the Benefit, what is it called? Gimme Brow. But yeah, this definitely sets your eyebrows and makes them look a little bit bushy and hairy, if that makes any sense. It definitely makes them look more natural, which is what I love about this. And then more recently, I discovered the Colourpop Brow Boss Gel, which looks like this. Now, this looks very scary because it is white, but once you know how to work with it, it is amazing. It sets your eyebrows beautifully. It is what I use today, and it definitely, again, adds a lot of volume and texture to your eyebrows. And if you really work it in, it doesn't look white whatsoever. But yeah, again, really affordable. This one as well by Essence, they're both super affordable. So yeah, definitely check these out for your brows. To set my makeup in place, this is still my favorite thing to use. And this is my Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray. I have been using this for years and years and years, and there is nothing that comes close to this. So yeah, I definitely have to give this a shout out as well. If you want your makeup to last all night long, all day long, this stuff is definitely your friend. Just spray it on whenever you're finished with your makeup. I prefer applying this before I do mascara so that it doesn't run out, but this is definitely the best makeup setting spray that I have ever tried. Like, I have tried out so many other brands, but this remains the best one ever. For eyeshadow primer, I have two that I want to talk about. The first one is the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion in Eden. I discovered this year. I bought it for my birthday, I think. But this is an eyeshadow primer that has more of a nude tint to it. And Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potions are like OGs. They're amazing. It is the one I use today, and it makes my eyeshadow last all day long without creasing. Since it also has a nude tint, it also gets rid of any veins, and it is a perfect blank canvas for your eyeshadow. And then whenever I use glitter or just shimmery eyeshadows, I always apply my NYX glitter primer, which again, I use this in every single tutorial. I use it today on the center of my lids as well. This thing provides the most perfect tacky base for any glitter. It really sticks to it. It also prevents your eyeshadow from having any fallout during the day. Yeah, this is amazing, and it is pretty affordable as well since it is NYX. Then moving on to eyeshadow, this was again pretty hard because I have tried out so many eyeshadows and eyeshadow palettes this year, but if I had to think of one brand that sticked out the most this year, it is definitely Colourpop. They released their pressed eyeshadows this year, and I love them so much. So yeah, this is my Colourpop eyeshadow palette collection, and I definitely had to give these a shout out because they're so affordable and so good. Like, I freaking love these. I want to collect them all. I have an order coming in this week, I think, but yeah, I definitely love Colourpop eyeshadows. So what started out my obsession is the Low-Key eyeshadow palette, which comes with a few orangey shades, but then they also came out with these fixed eyeshadow palettes, which I love even more. So the first one I tried out was was the Yes Please palette, which looks like this. It is definitely used and abused, and this stuff is so freaking good. I think this is one of their best-selling eyeshadow palettes, and for good reason, because look at these swatches. Then we also have the You Had Me at Hello eyeshadow palette, which I got for Christmas, and again, like, these eyeshadows are a dream. Look at how pigmented they are. Like, for the price, this is insane. I also tried out their My Little Pony palette this year, which looks like this on the inside, and again, like, amazing. Look at that. Another palette I bought from them this year is the Colourpop Golden State of Mind palette. I got this from Sephora, and this comes with all of these beautiful shimmery shades. Again, like, oh, amazing. Like, look at that. And then I also have an empty palette which I filled up myself, and these three are by Colourpop as well. So again, like, the quality is amazing. Look at these two shades right here. So yeah, it's safe to say that when it comes to eyeshadows, Colourpop definitely won this year for me. They're amazing. I love that brand so much. They're so affordable and the quality is so good. And moving on to mascara, the one that deserves a mention is definitely my Marcel Extensions Plus mascara, which again I discovered in Toronto because this is a Canadian brand. So yeah, this is what the one looks like right here. I tried this out for the first time in a first impressions video and I was like blown away. This stuff adds so much volume and length to your lashes without clumping them up, without making them look spidery or anything like that. This is such a good mascara, and this is actually from the drugstore as well, so it is really inexpensive. The only downside is that it is really hard to get your hands on in Europe, but it is my favorite mascara. And I'm almost running out of this, which makes me so sad. Like, I have to go back to Toronto and stock up. When it comes to eyeliner, my favorite one during 2017 is definitely my Inglot AMC eyeliner gel in the shade 77, which is their black eyeliner gel. Now, I have had this for at least 2 years, I think, and it still hasn't dried out. It is still working as it did in the beginning. This is such an amazing pigmented black eyeliner that lasts all day long. You do need to use a separate brush with this, but this glides on like it's a dream and it stays on all day long. It also has a matte finish, which is what I prefer with eyeliners, so yeah. Almost dropped it. Then when it comes to false lashes, my favorite eyelash adhesive is definitely my House of Lashes eyelash adhesive. I have the one in black as well, but this is definitely my favorite one. It smells really good, definitely better than the Duo one, which smells like fish. It is disgusting, but this smells really good. It also has a brush on applicator, which makes it really easy to apply this, and this stuff makes your eyelashes stick to your eyes like it's crazy. This is like super glue for your eyelashes. The only downside with this is that it is pretty hard to get off once you take off your eyelashes. It might last a couple of days, which is the only thing that sucks about it. But yeah, if you want to make sure your eyelashes will stay on all day long, this is again your friend. And then my favorite false eyelashes during 2017 were definitely my House of Lashes Iconics, which are here at the bottom. Now I definitely have to pick up a new pair because I have been wearing these like, I don't know, 30 times or something like that. But these are the best eyelashes ever for my eye shape. I have pretty long eyelashes myself, and these just look so dramatic without looking like overly false, if that makes any sense. So yeah, those are definitely my favorite eyelashes for 2017. They're probably not for everyone and not everyone's eye shape, but for me, these are the best ones. Alright, so then moving on to lip products. Again, a really hard category for me to choose. But I narrowed it down to 5 lip products, which is pretty good. So the first lip product I want to talk about is my Huda Beauty Liquid Matte Lipstick in the shade Wifey. So I bought this shade a few months ago in Sephora. I hadn't tried anything by Huda Beauty in the past, but this is such a beautiful nude shade that is right up my alley. It has more of a cool toned undertone, which is what I think looks most flattering on me. It also smells really good and it is so comfortable to wear. Like, this is more on the liquid side, but it is definitely one of the most comfiest liquid lipsticks to wear. I love this, and this shade is gorgeous. It also dries down to a matte finish, but yeah, definitely one of my favorites. Then again, this might come as no surprise since I talked about it and use it in almost all of my tutorials, but this is the Too Faced Melted Matte Liquefied Matte Longwear Lipstick in the shade Gingerbread Man. So this came out in their holiday collection, and it has little gingerbread men on it. It also smells like gingerbread, and this shade is stunning. Look at that. So this is more of a burnt orange red shade, I would say. And when I first saw it, I wanted to have it, but I didn't think I would love it as much as I do. Like, this shade looks so beautiful on my skin tone. Again, I say this a lot, but your skin tone is important to match your makeup. This looks amazing on my skin tone, and I have been wearing this shade so much the past couple of months, so I definitely had to feature this again in this video. And moving on, I also had to talk about my Kat Von D Everlasting Liquid Lipstick in the shade Ludwig, however you want to pronounce it. Again, I bought this at Sephora this year when I was in Toronto. This is one of her most recent shades, and this is what it looks like right here. Now, I am a huge fan of Kat Von D liquid lipsticks. The formula is amazing. They're so lightweight and comfortable to wear, and they don't have the best color payoff ever, but they do feel like you have nothing on your lips. So yeah, this is what Ludwig looks like. It looks a little bit like wifey, but it has a more deeper undertone. And then surprisingly, I also have a lip gloss that I loved, and this is the Too Faced Sweet Peach Creamy Peach Oil Lip Gloss in the shade Papadon Peach. So 2017 was definitely the year where I started wearing lip gloss more often, and this is definitely the prettiest one I discovered this year. So I think this came out more towards the end of 2016, but I bought it this year, and this shade is so stunning. Again, it smells amazing, and this really hydrates your lips and looks so glossy and juicy, which is why I love this. And of course, I also have a lip liner that I want to mention, and this is the Bite Beauty Lip Pencil in the shade 20. So I will swatch this one right here. So Bite Beauty released an entire line of lip pencils this year, and since I love Bite Beauty so much, of course I had to try one of their shades. And number 20 is the shade I went for, which is a beautiful nude shade that goes with almost any lipstick. I could pair this with all of these and it will look amazing. I also really like how creamy this formula is. The only thing that I don't really like is that you have to sharpen it, but I can look past that because the formula is so good. Like, it is long lasting, it is creamy, it doesn't tuck at your lips. So yeah, if you're looking for a new lip pencil, definitely check out the Bite Beauty range. Alright, and then I have two more skincare related products and a perfume that I want to talk about. So first, I have a lip balm that I discovered this year that I just again had to mention, and this is the Sol de Janeiro Brazilian Kiss Cupuaçu lip butter. But yeah, this is what the packaging looks like. This packaging looks so pretty, but this is what I have left, so it is completely gone almost. But this stuff is amazing. It smells amazing. It does an excellent job at moisturizing your lips. Like, I have been using this ever since I got it, and I definitely want to repurchase this because it does such an amazing job at moisturizing my lips. And yeah, I just love the packaging as well. It is kind of expensive, so you definitely pay for the brand and packaging a little bit as well. But yeah, this stuff is really good if you have chapped lips. Then I also have a moisturizer that I want to talk about, and this is my Fresh Vitamin Nectar Moisture Glow Face Cream with Vitamin Fruit Complex. That was a mouthful. But yeah, this is what that jar looks like. I tried out a sample of this a couple of months ago, and I liked it so much that I decided to try out the full size. And this stuff, first of all, smells really good, but when I apply it on my skin, it does wonders. It doesn't feel too heavy for my skin, but it moisturizes it perfectly. Like, this has the perfect amount of moisture. It feels more like a gel a little bit, like a hybrid between a gel and a cream, but it definitely has the right amount of moisture for my skin. It's not too thick, it's not too heavy, it doesn't clog my pores, but it definitely hydrates my skin and it definitely sinks in, which is what I like. So again, this stuff isn't cheap, but for my skin type, this is an amazing moisturizer. I have normal to combination skin, so if you have normal to combination skin like I do, definitely check out this face cream if you're looking for a new one. And then lastly, I have a perfume that I want to mention, and this is the Pacifica Mediterranean Fig perfume. Now, I have to be honest, any Pacifica perfume smells amazing. Like, this is definitely my favorite brand when it comes to perfume. This is the most recent one I got for Christmas, but all of their perfumes are amazing. I own a few of their roller balls. I also really love the packaging. I love that they're cruelty free and quite natural as well. But yeah, this one smells so good. So of course I had to feature this range because Pacifica perfumes last a really long time and they just smell amazing. So yeah, that is my last favorite for 2017. Oh my god, those are so many products and I can't believe we went through all of it. But we survived. I talked about all of my favorite products for 2017. But yeah, these are definitely my holy grail products that I discovered in 2017 and that I will continue on using for forever. Like, as long as these products are good, I will continue to use them. So yeah, I want to thank you guys again for sticking around in 2017. 2018 will be our year, you will see. I will put so much more work into my channel, which is one of my resolutions this year. And this year will be amazing. You guys will see, this year we're going to rock and it will be amazing. So yeah, again, I want to thank you guys so much for your support. I would love if you would comment down below some videos you want to see in 2018. Any video requests are welcome and I will definitely try to film those for you. So yeah, if you like this video, if you like these favorites, definitely give this video a thumbs up. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you and I hope I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys.